Next one. Two plants are given. One is brown in color and one is green in color. One has an adaptation to survive without water, and when water is available, they get open up so that and they get green for photosynthesis or whatever. Okay, some plants can survive extreme dehydration for a long time in dormant state. They start growing again when water is available. They are adapted to survive in deserts. This is the type of plant shown. Explain how the changes in plant will help it to grow again after rainfall. Now they have turned green. Keep this thing in mind. They get open up. Keep this thing in mind and then explain. Wait. First of all, focus on the information provided by them. Green color and opening of this plant. Wait. Wait. You're not getting the question. Question is you have to tell the properties of this plant, the second one, which enables it to start grow again. Okay. Okay. Focus on these terms. Green color and open up. Focus on these two terms. Okay. When they get water, they get open up. Okay. Which increases the surface area to get the for the absorption of light. Light. The green color is there to absorb light. So opening up allows more surface area to absorb light for photosynthesis. And when photosynthesis happen, there would be production of glucose that provides its energy to grow again. Okay? Now explain it. Hmm. 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 I, okay. Which gives provides energy for growth. Okay? Okay. We need to focus on the words given by them. You need to look at the information what is given by them. Okay? Hmm. Adaptation. Okay. Figure 4.2 shows the cell wall and nucleus of a cell from this plant after several months without water. How, okay, if it's in without water, what will be condition of this plant? Is it correct? Plasmolized. Okay. Explain it. Hmm. Hmm. Which causes. Hmm. Correct. Wait. Just mention first of all mention what will happen to your your cytoplasm. Your cytoplasm would shrink. Huh. Hmm. 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 Okay. The next thing is explain what is meant by term species. Correct. The group of organisms that can reproduce to produce fertile offsprings. Okay, what is okay? Two name system is adapted all over the world. What is the name of the system and what are the advantages of using this system? Binomial. Hmm. Naming, you can say binomial naming. Huh. And the complex one is binomial nomenclature. Okay, what is the first name and what is the second name? Okay, and what is the advantage of using the same name around the world? Oh, I've given you half of the answer. Yes, so that the same name is used in all parts of the, and it won't cause confusion when they study the organism. Okay, a bacteria is given, plasmid is there, flagella is there. What is this D? D, ribosomes. What is C? Correct. And what is B? Correct. What is A? Correct. Correct. Okay, two of the labeled A, B, C, D, E are involved in the manufacture of proteins. Which two parts are involved in the manufacture of protein? So letter A, DNA, and what is its role? Codes for protein synthesis, or we can say they contain genes which codes for system photosynthesis, which codes for the sequence of amino acid. Okay, what is D? D is ribosomes. Okay, okay, what is the function of okay, write a complete work, write a complete word for AA. I'm writing AA, but you have to write amino acid, a complete word. Okay, so just why the species has flagella? What is the function of having a flagella? For locomotion. After many days, I've heard this word locomotion. Okay, explain why plasmids are useful in biotechnology. Okay, genes can be inserted in them, like insulin 1 into plasmid. Okay, and they can act as a vector because they're carrying the your desired gene. Okay, a graph is given, and okay, are different environmental conditions given in two different containers. In one of the container, the growth, or you can say the biomass, has been increased, while in other one it is less. Give the name of the industrial process container used to grow bacteria. Fermenter. Fermenter. In graphy, the biomass increases. Indicate using the letter M where bacteria are reproducing the most rapidly. Where there is like a very you can say, what do we say, slope, a sharp slope, where there's a sharp slope or a sudden increase, that would be your maximum growth. And in other words, there is a graph given in which we call them like, the first one is known as lag phase, log phase, stationary phase. So this M is the log phase. Hmm. I guess, your syllabus doesn't have this population curve. It's in IGCSE. Okay, calculate the percentage increase in biomass from graph E in the first 6 hours. Okay, what is the initial, final divided by initial multiplied by 100? Divided by initial multiplied by 100. Okay, so the initial one is 0.1 and the final one is 5. What has happened? Oh, oh, Okay. Just give me a minute. I've lost my tip of pen. फ्रॉन मेरी ये टिप निकल गई है और वो पता नहीं मैंने ऐसे करके ऐसे मारा वो कहाँ गई है. ये मिल गई मेरे पाँव पे आके लगी है नीचे. कहाँ गया. कहाँ ये. ओ फिर गिरी. वाई. ये टिप निकल रही है इसके अंदर से. ओके सॉरी. So it's 0.4 divided by 0.1 into 100 and that becomes 400. Yes. Okay. Next one. Describe two differences between graph E and graph F. Okay, here you go. Yes, graph E has a higher biomass as compared to F. Okay, what are the difference? Look at their okay. Look at their maximum range. Like after how many hours E reaches to its maximum and how many hours F reaches to its maximum. Okay, so yes, we can say that E reaches to the maximum biomass earlier as compared to F. Okay, it's happening at 6 hour and it's happening at 5 hour. Yes. Okay, next one. Uh, Suggest one environmental condition which can cause the differences between graph E and graph F. What can cause the more growth in E? Mention the suitable condition. Like temperature, correct. Temperature can be one. Nutrients can be another reason. What is provided to the fermenter? Temperature, nutrients, air, exactly. Oxygen. You can mention any one of these. More exactly. Lipase is also produced by a human body. It's an enzyme. Why is it produced and how it functions is different from the function of bile. Hmm. Correct. And how is it different from bile? So what is the word we use for bile? Like is this function is there is specific term for this function. No, there is specific term of converting bigger fat molecules into smaller one. Emulsification. Emulsification. Oh, glycerol. And second thing, why bile? Emulsify fats. Oh, you can even write that. I'm just giving you a term so that you can remember this one. You can write this simple thing that it increases the surface area of lipid by converting it into smaller particles, as well as what is the other function of bile. There is one other main function. The contents are coming from the stomach. Alkaline. It increases the pH of. It neutralizes and increases the pH of stomach contents. Okay. Next one is a beam. Oh, I hope you you'll be able to do this. A beam of light shines into human eye for 2 seconds. A similar beam of light shine onto one side of the tip of the plant for several days. Describe the way in which the human and the plant coordinate their responses to these beam of light. Very first thing, what is this response in humans and what is this response in plants? There are two different responses. In animals, it would be nervous coordination, okay, while in plants it would be chemical coordination. Yes, hormonal coordination. Now explain it. Yes, you can. Yes. Hmm. Correct. Correct, 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 correct. And then what would be result of this one? Wait, there is a bright light that shines onto your eye. What would be response of your eye? Pupil constriction, pupil constriction, pupil constriction. Simple. Okay. So what will happen when a bright light enters into your eye? It falls onto your retina. That is correct, and it takes the electrical impulses to your brain that causes the pupil constriction. Okay, that causes the contraction of pupil. Okay, what would happen in plant? Oxygen. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, it's I don't know why, but this happens. Correct. Causes the bending to a slide. Okay, say you have asked the question which is similar to why do we see with our eyes and not with our nose? Okay, so like I don't know why do we have hands? Why can't we eat with feet and can't we eat with feet but hands only? Why? Okay, I can answer this. Okay, what is the role of synapse in reflex arc? Hmm. 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 Correct. So, what is the main advantage of the synapse? It ensures the transmission of nerve impulse in one direction only. Okay, you need to like this is the advantage of, and the second advantage is that it keeps the impulse between the two neurons. Okay, what is present on the neuron that provide it insulation so that messages or nerve impulses are not get mixed up? What is present on the neurons that prevent the intermixing of nerve impulses between two neurons? Okay, the name is myelin sheath. Okay, okay. There was one more question I was about to ask and I totally forget it. Oh, yes. What is this response called in which the pupil dilate or contract? Accommodation. Accommodation. Okay. Okay, we are done with this paper. Let's switch to the other paper.